Sometimes the people that pay the least have the most ridiculous expectations.
I've seen some prices for cruises that seem too good to be true, so I spent $198 on a 4-night solo cruise with MSC.
There's a ton of complaining about really stupid shit on here.
I was a bit nervous because this controversial cruise line has a lot of bad reviews.
Someone busted through that door 5 o'clock a.m. while I was fast asleep.
Most of us have so little time for vacation. You might be wondering, what is the best value for your money?
I got really lucky because they actually upgraded me. So I actually got a phone call and went and spoke with a security manager and the front desk manager. It's a little bit of a concern, so not cool. This is just way better than I thought it would be.
Will this be a nightmare at sea or the travel bargain of a lifetime?
Ahoy from sunny Florida. I'm here in Port Canaveral about to board the MSC Seashore. I booked this incredible cruise for only $195 plus port fees and taxes. So I said in the last video, I'm gonna try a different cruise line, and guess what? We're here doing it today. So I'm doing this one totally solo, no Amanda with me. I don't know too much about what to expect. MSC kind of has mixed reviews, but I'm going into this with an open mind and hoping to have a really good time. Dropping off my bags to the front of the line in like 3 minutes. Off to a great start. All checked in, got my cruise card here, ready to go. Getting very excited now as we're about to jump on board here. That went very fast. I think it was probably like 5 minutes from the time I walked in to the time I got my key card. Now initially I had booked an interior cabin, the cheapest one available, and I got a really great surprise when I checked in. So more on that in a bit. I forgot to get that drinks package, and you have to get it at least 48 hours before you're sailing. Otherwise, as soon as I got on, someone asked me if I needed a drinks package, which was great, so I got that taken care of. However, if you do book it in advance, you're gonna save 20%, so I just wasted $50. There's plenty of opportunities if you want to book things once you get on the ship, if you want to do specialty dining packages, cruise excursions, anything like that.
We can dare to dream.
The rooms were not ready quite yet, so I decided to take a look around the ship. It only took about another half hour before they made an announcement that we could head to our rooms.
Just can't wait to see what the room on board MSC is like. All right, welcome on board the MSC Seashore. This ship is only 2 years old and it's absolutely beautiful. Everything's off to a great start today. And I got really lucky because they actually upgraded me from an interior room to a deluxe balcony. And considering I've never sailed with MSC before, I just thought that was really amazing and quite a surprise when I checked in for this cruise. So this room looks great. Let's have a quick look around.
This room can actually sleep 4 with a pull-out sofa and a bed that lowers from the ceiling. The loo is not my favorite layout, but spacious enough with good counter space.
And if you're a little bit on the tall side like I am, then you'll have no problem in the shower here. The balcony is a really great space. I love it. And definitely am very impressed with the room overall. Yo, my name's Jeff, and this is my first drink on board MSC. Cheers. Definitely plan to get my money's worth out of that drinks package.
The desk area has plenty of shelving and drawers along the side, USB plugs, and both American and European outlets. The nightstands also have storage underneath, but you only have a USB on one side of the bed.
We have plenty of storage to hang your shirts, pants, suits, anything you'd like. And then over here, we've got lots of shelving, and there's 3 drawers at the bottom too, and this is where you'll find the safe. MSC does a few things a bit differently. You're gonna have to print out an old school paper ticket to get on board, and you're also going to have to make sure your credit card is registered at one of the kiosks or ahead of time so that you're able to charge with your card. And then you also have to do the muster drill all at once.
Pull together the 2 front pieces.
No more safety drills, let's get on with the cruise. So they've got a champagne and wine bar over here, so if you're into champagne, they've even got some Dom available. Very cool that they have a sports bar inside the casino. Hopefully my luggage has arrived. Yes.
I took this cruise in December, so of course I had to decorate for Christmas.
I think the Let It Snow one is probably my favorite because we're sailing to the Bahamas.
Have you decorated your cabin for any special occasions before? Let me know in the comments.
Well, my door wasn't magnetic, but the wall right outside the room was, so I did the next best thing. What do you think? Well, it's starting to get dark now, so I want to go explore the ship a little bit more first, and I've got a 7:30 dinner reservation, so I got a couple hours before that. I'm assuming that there's probably some sort of like sail away party on the top deck. So let's go up there and check out that space as well. Over here is one of their VIP areas.
So don't miss it, as it is the best.
I'm at the Long Island bar, so I got a Long Island iced tea. We are sailing away, and the sail away party is pretty legit.
You all officially Embarkation!
Yo, my name's Jeff, and this is my 4th drink aboard MSC on the MSC Seashells by the Seashore ship. No specialty dining, no internet, just doing the cheap stuff, trying to keep this one on a budget.
I was assigned to a table at Central Park Restaurant every night at 7:30 p.m. And here's the menu from the first night. Pause here if you'd like to read it. Each night we're served 3 courses with fast and efficient service. I was paired up with a couple other solo cruisers, enjoyed our conversations.
The food portions are very reasonable. They're not gonna leave you feeling stuffed. They're not like American-sized food portions, but the quality of the food's really good, and I'm enjoying it so far.
The final night was an Italian theme, which was a lot of fun. When you walk into the buffet, you'll find hand washing stations that rarely get used. The buffet is huge, it takes up nearly half the 16th deck, so if one line is really long, just walk a little bit further and chances are you'll find the same
If you
thing.
could do me a really quick favor and just smash that like button, that would really help me out and I would appreciate it so much.
I didn't try any of the specialty dining, but let's have a look. I did ask around quite a bit, and the only one I heard negative reviews of was Butcher's Cut, so maybe skip the steakhouse. You'll even find a chocolatier on board.
Who is ready for showtime tonight?
The nightly shows were a lot of fun. My favorite were the rock show, and the comedian Nikki Carr was absolutely hilarious.
Yo, my name's Jeff and this is my 6th drink on board MSC. There are also a couple of these daily programs left in my room, so I can get a good idea of what's going on tomorrow. My favorite thing about this cruise so far is how friendly everyone is. I think that may be a common theme with cruising, but the passengers, the staff on board, everyone is just really super friendly. The casino, on the other hand, do not put your money in the casino on this cruise ship. It is not going to work out well for you, trust me. Something really weird happened last night. Exactly 5 o'clock a.m. while I was fast asleep, getting a good night's sleep, someone busted through that door. I think it was a room steward, but either way, it's pretty obvious that this room is in use because I have a do not disturb sign on and a ton of Christmas decorations out there. So having a man like walk into your room at 5 a.m. while you're sleeping is a little bit, it's a little bit of a concern. Well, very good morning from Ocean Cay, MSC's private island here in Bimini in the Bahamas. Now, this island was actually made from reclaimed land back in the 1960s, and in 2015, MSC signed a 100-year lease with the Bahamian government to provide us with this amazing experience. It's a little bit different than what we might see at Royal Caribbean's Island. There's an absence of giant water slides and theme parks and all that stuff. Just a really great beach destination, looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm super excited to check it out.
The island is easily walkable, but there is some transportation available. Of course, there are several bars and many places to get some food. I decided to walk to the opposite side of the island where it might be a bit less crowded. I found a nice shaded spot perfectly located between the bar, the bathroom, and the ocean.
Yo, my name's Jeff. This is my 1st drink of the day and my 7th drink on MSC Cruises. We've also gone with the delicious free cheeseburger and fries. Well, this part of the Bahamas is definitely known for some really great snorkeling, but instead of renting my own gear, I brought some. Really excited to see how nice this water is and jump in and check it out. Unfortunately, I forgot the waterproof portion of my GoPro, so I won't be able to get in the water footage, but I'll tell you all about it. My name's Jeff and this is my 10th drink on the MSC cruise. Okay, a little midday check-in from the MSC private island experience. I am super relaxed. This has been really amazing. It's very quiet here. I walked all the way to the end and found like a nice quiet spot. The snorkeling's also really good. Saw stingrays, saw jellyfish, saw lots of cool looking fish I don't know the names of. Amanda would be much better there. All in all, I would say that this is just way better than I thought it would be. I'm having a great time. One thing I noticed that I really liked is that they have a beach dedicated for the crew, and the crew works really hard, so they definitely deserve their own private space to hang out. Here's the MSC lighthouse. This is kind of like the big landmark of the island. There's also a bar over there. So I wanted to go check that out before we head back on the ship. Well, the sun's going down soon, and this has been a spectacular day. Oh my God, I've had such a great time. This has been so relaxing. Now I'm gonna head back to the ship and put on some fake self-tanner, you know, since I've been sunscreened all day. Loving the steel drums to that Caribbean vibe. It's just so awesome.
Don't miss the light show on the lighthouse every night. I was lucky to be able to watch it from my balcony, and it was really cool.
It's like the Bahamas version of the Las Vegas Sphere. Now, a couple of things they could do better is you really have no idea what the activities are until the night before when they drop off one of these things and then finally load into the app. And one thing I've heard people complain about the most is the Wi-Fi on the ship. And I didn't purchase the Wi-Fi because it's $60 for a single device. And if you're like me, you want to use your laptop and a mobile device, well, that would be $120 for the cruise. And just doesn't really seem worth it when I could just use my phone when we're in port. The service, at least with my AT&T phone, worked really great when we were in the MSC private island. So I'm not really sure if you need the Wi-Fi unless you just have to stay connected the whole time. It doesn't really seem worth it, especially with all the trouble that people have been having. This is my 12th drink on the MSC cruise.
There were several themed parties throughout the cruise, which were so much fun.
Well, tonight is the white night on this MSC cruise, so it's time for an outfit swap.
And there were people of all ages having a great time on the dance floor.
And the white party is a really cool vibe. I'm having a good time. Unfortunately, I've only got 2 hands here, so I think one of these things has to go for right now. Peace out. Well, good morning once again from the Bahamas. We are about to be at our port in Nassau, where I'm going to spend a little bit of time exploring Atlantis in that area. Now, last year, Amanda and I stayed at Baha Mar on Nassau, and that was incredible. I can't recommend that place enough. Well, one thing that's been impressive is the temperature control. So it was 70 degrees. Closed my balcony door and it cooled it right down to below 67. Well, we're docked next to the Disney Wish over here, which sounds like a lot of fun. Do you think I should go on a Disney cruise or are they just for kids? Let me know. So it's another beautiful day in the Bahamas. Let's get to it. You mother f***er, I didn't get it. So sad. This is my first drink of the day and my 13th drink on board MSC. Okay, I've got a little update on the home invasion incident. So I actually got a phone call and went and spoke with a security manager and the front desk manager who are really nice. They actually asked me if I wanted to notify the authorities about it, and I just really don't want to get anyone in trouble, especially if it was just an honest mistake. But anyway, they're going to do an investigation and get back to me and let me know what happened. I haven't been to Atlantis in a few years, but everything was blocked off unless you were a resort guest or you had like the wristband for the water park. So pretty much all you can do there is visit the shops at the marina and go to the casino. You're gonna be much better off and have a much better time if you go to Baha Mar. So if you're looking for like a resort type of experience, look into that. I also think their water park is a little bit nicer too, and sometimes it seems to be a little bit more affordable. Yo, my name's Jeff, and this is my first drink of the day, and I think 19 overall. Now there's one item I wanted to purchase on here. Now normally I'm not too big on bringing home souvenirs, but I decided to get a model ship for all the ships that I've been on, which means that I'll have to go on Scarlet Lady again, because I didn't grab one there.
You'll find a nightclub in the aft of Deck 7 with some very Instagrammable spots nearby. For review purposes, I tried every water slide on the ship, and since it was a little chilly on our sea day, that meant no lines and no waiting. My favorite was the one where you ride in the tube. It had an epic drop at the end. And if you're a big kid like me, you'll have a lot of fun.
I've really been enjoying the sea day so far. It's been a lot of fun. Now what I did do is I pre-booked a cruise. We're gonna be on the inaugural cruise, Amanda and myself, for the MSC World America in April of 2025. So if you're planning to join that cruise and the inaugural sailing, definitely let me know, and I look forward to hanging out with you on board. We actually ended up getting a $200 onboard credit along with a Wi-Fi and a drinks package.
If I had to pick my favorite part of the ship, it would be here with the epic views of the wake. Would you enjoy walking on a glass bridge like this, or are you afraid of heights? I also participated in some trivia, which was a lot of fun, but unfortunately my knowledge of 70s music wasn't very good.
Well, sadly, it's the last night of the cruise, and we have to be out of here very early tomorrow morning. So 7 a.m., you actually have to be out of your room, and then I've got a disembarkation time of 9 a.m. So just a few thoughts about the experience overall. First off, there's a ton of complaining about really stupid shit on here. Sometimes the people that pay the least have the most ridiculous expectations, and I think that's kind of the case with a lot of what I've seen on here. I never had to wait more than 5 minutes to get a drink at any of the bars. The elevators are a bit slow, but it'll give you like an ETA. It's gonna tell you like, oh, go to elevator D. It'll be here in 3 minutes. There's no hair conditioner or lotion provided in the room, so if that's something that's important to you, make sure you bring that along. Overall, the entertainment was really great. I especially love the musical acts. The comedian, Nikki Carr, last night, she was amazing. There was no mention of this when I booked, but I was aware of that they charge you $16 a person for gratuities, and that amount's automatically gonna be added on at the end. You have a problem with the service, you could have them removed. I'm not sure how that will affect the staff, but like personally, I left a lot of extra gratuities. I was able to keep the expenses really low. I thought the food that was included was really great. So if you don't want to pay for specialty restaurants, that's okay. The drinks packages are pretty confusing. I would go with the Easy Plus package because everything up to $10 is included. And if you want to go with something above that, they'll just charge you the difference. If you don't want to get sick on this cruise, you're going to want to sanitize your hands after you use the buffet and before you eat. The reason is people walk in, there's hand wash stations. Almost no one uses them. I barely see anyone use the sanitizer. And everyone's touching the tongs with their dirty hands. They're coughing without covering their mouth, so just keep that in mind. So overall, was this worth it? Was it worth $195 plus the taxes? I'd say yeah, absolutely, especially with the upgrade to the balcony. That was really cool. Would I sail MSC on a cheap cruise like this again? Absolutely. And also, if you're thinking about doing a solo cruise and you've never done one before, even if maybe you're a little bit introverted, I think you'll have a really good time here. It's just a very relaxed atmosphere. There's plenty of solo cruisers on board. You can sign up for the Facebook group and meet people ahead of time. There's going to be a Facebook group for just about every cruise that you go on, so definitely look into that.
The total expenses on board, including an extra $2 for fancy whiskey, was just shy of $750, including my onboard shopping. I also spent about $100 cash playing slots in the casino, and I spent a bit more at Atlantis.
If you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. It's totally free, and it really helps me out. Yo, my name's Jeff, and this is my 25th and final drink aboard this MSC voyage.
If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really enjoy this one where we booked a free cruise on Virgin Voyages, upgraded to their Rockstar suites, and Amanda got a permanent souvenir in the only tattoo parlor at sea.